first 3 seasons, did Armin have character development?
What? Tell the fans.
Yes.
For now, I'll say no.
Yes.
No, he didn't. He did not.
You're not gonna be quiet for this one.
I said for yes, I really am.
You're not gonna be quiet for this one.
I'm literally listening because, as I said, this nigga been asking, how has he changed?
I got you.
Y'all has not given him a valid answer. Alright, what's the valid answer?
Okay, number one, physically, right? And mentally. So to be more specific, in the very beginning, from the first episode, we see Armin having Mikasa and Eren always protecting him and covering for him, and he always felt like, yo, he's the weakest nigga, and he owes something to them. Like, he's just the weak link out of all these niggas, right? And he couldn't fight for shit. Literally a couple episodes later, you see he learned how to fight. He's not the best, of course, but he's still now is capable of defending himself. Them little niggas that came to fight him, they can't fight him now. You think he's just gonna take hits and wait for Eren and them niggas to save him? No, he gonna be able to defend himself. So I think that's development.
Just tell me when you done.
Yeah. Number 2.
Wait, real quick for that first one. We ever saw him?
No.
Wait, what?
Let him go.
What do you mean? He trained with the gear shit.
Keep going. Go to number 2. Go to number 2.
He passed the academy.
Because I can't hold quiet for too long.
He passed the academy.
Go to number 2.
He passed it. Yeah. So
right, go ahead.
Yeah. So you have that part. The second part is he didn't see himself as a valued character. He always looked at himself like he's a burden to them niggas. And later on, when he's joining the scouts, he's saying like, yo, I'm tired of being a burden. I don't want to be a burden to you guys. And he didn't realize his strength. He always felt like, you know, he didn't have anything until Eren and Mikasa started putting their faith in him and starting that some of his like plans was working out. He started to realize that his mind was really his strong suit and not his fighting. Not his fighting. So he considered himself an asset. The only thing is he still struggles with self-esteem. Like that's still something that he struggles with. But I think he still developed. Yeah.
Okay. First thing, that fighting thing is wrong. Mikasa and Eren still protect him fighting wise. If you want to talk about it, because one, your full explanation was one. You said we seen him get stronger. What was one scene that we saw in the beginning where we seen Armin get stronger fighting wise?
Training.
What training?
Saying, we didn't see it, but
that's
we
what
know
you said.
But we know it.
How we know that?
Because he passed the academy. You have to train. You gotta learn how to move.
You know, you
all
could be high in intelligence and kind of low in fighting. You understand that, right?
But why did he pass? You had to get the physical thing. You have to get the physical part out of the way. You can't fight and go.
Did we ever see him fight somebody and be like, yo, Armin's a fighter now?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. When they was doing the part when they showed Annie and
So
Eren.
what you basically just said was an assumption. In the first mission, Mikasa and Eren had to protect Armin fighting wise.
Okay, and there were times
fighting wise, and it was regular ass titans they were going up against. So I don't know what fighting thing. One, for the most of the show,
his skill set still grew compared to himself.
You talking about fighting? I'm talking about fighting right now.
But you comparing him to Mikasa and
I'm not.
Eren.
No, I'm not. Your point was, number one, that Armin, one of the reasons why he grew was because he's not a burden to Mikasa and Eren fighting-wise. Fighting-wise, Mikasa and Eren still protect him.
He can hold his own.
When did he fight somebody?
When did he need saving from Mikasa and Eren?
The first mission.
What? And then after that, what was there?
When they fought to retake Wall Mari, I believe it was, with Colossal Titan Rhino. You think if Eren and that wasn't there,
he was holding his own though. He didn't need.
What are you talking about? What did he hold his own against? Planning. That's it. Not fighting. Planning.
So you think he was just sitting there the whole time?
So what did he do fighting wise?
Moving around.
Thank you. You can't answer that. So you can't say that.
So you're telling me Armin from the very beginning that we met versus Armin now, season 3, they're not improving fighting. He's still the same nigga with no skill.
Yes,
he can't move, he can't fight.
Of course he did improve a little bit.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying drastic. I'm saying it's still character development.
No. That's not what I'm telling you. Your point was he is not a burden to Mikasa. He doesn't need them to protect him.
He saw himself as a burden I'm saying he saw himself as a burden and he needed to he is a burden
fighting wise.
He does not see himself as
fighting wise.
No, but I'm saying burden in general. Like he saw himself as a weak link.
When he got saved, he was like, "Why the hell did y'all pick me?"
Yeah, that's a self-esteem thing.
He's still unworthy.
That doesn't self-esteem.
Self-esteem is both.
Whoa.
He looked at
He
himself.
still considers himself an
There's context.
asset.
So
though.
the shit with Mikasa and Eren, what would you call that? When he was saying that, yo, I'm a burden to them. What is that? Is that not self-esteem?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and when he said,
But
when he
that
told
dude-
Levi and all of them, why the hell did you bring me back? That's self-esteem.
But yes,
Yeah,
but you
but that's
also
because
looking at.
remember he's comparing himself to fucking the commander of their whole.
When
regiment.
Commander Irwin put him
Yes,
in
that was either him
when
or
Commander
Irwin.
Irwin put him in charge to lead the niggas planning wise, what did Armin say? Why me? Why would you do that? Self-esteem again.
And then what did he do?
He ran
did
it out. And when did he ever run? He always doubts himself, but still finishes it. He always does that from jump to end. He has never ran. You
I'm
can't
not
say
saying
you
he
have
ran with the-
improved.
I'm saying he realized.
never ran.
He realized that
Yeah,
his
for the
strength.
kids before.
He realized that his strength was.
No, he does not.
Yes, he did. They told
If
us
he
about
realized
that.
that his strength is intelligence.
Yes, they did.
Yes, if
But
he
he did.
realized that his strength is intelligence, why has he never spoke highly of his intelligence?
You don't need to do that.
Okay, why has he never shown confidence in his
He
intelligence?
has.
No, he has not.
Yes, when he plays.
Give me one time where he,
Okay.
where Armin, not other people, Armin showed confidence in his intelligence. Give me one
When he
time.
fought the colossal titan.
No, he didn't.
That was him.
Yes, he came up with the plan, which he always does.
We didn't
Yeah,
say how to do
however-
He
that.
didn't doubt it.
Right before he came up with the plan, Jean, Mikasa, and all of them were waiting for Armin. And what did Armin say? I can't do this. He said that. Then when he came up with the plan, he was like, alright, I got something. And he did it. There was nothing else to do. They was waiting on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was trying to come up with a plan, but he couldn't. Whatever in his mind was, he couldn't think
Yes,
about anything
and
because now
he's-
he's watching. Everybody's just getting.
You know
fucked
what's
up.
showing confidence in my, if I knew I'm
The
intelligent,
first
if I
one.
know I'm intelligent, and my squad is like, yo, Trev, we need you. Like, we need something. We know you gotta come up with a plan. If I had confidence, you know what I would say? Give me time. I need time.
The first
Not,
time-
I can't do this.
The first time that we seen him with his confidence was when Mikasa and Armin and Eren was telling him, like, when Eren gave him the ultimate and he said, yo,
Wrong
either we
again.
run away. He says we
Wrong
either
again.
run away or
He
you
didn't show
talk us
confidence
out
that
of it.
time. That's
Yes,
wrong.
he did.
You know how I'm
when
about
he
to
was
get you?
speaking, we're soldiers.
No, I'm about to get
all this
you.
shit.
No, I'm about to get you. When Eren told him, he said, why would y'all tell me to do this? And
Yes,
then that's one showing doubt. That's already showing doubt.
At that point, but then
Yes, and then
once
the
he
second,
started,
no,
he was
that's wrong.
confident.
That's wrong again. Because then,
Alright, go ahead.
when Eren told him, he was like, "We're giving you this because you've always been the one to speak your way out of things and all that." Armin then said, "Okay, I didn't know that they thought of me like this." He turned around, gave the speech, the first one. Then when he saw that commander with the sulking eyes and all that wasn't listening to him, he doubted himself. He said, he's not listening to me. What the hell? I don't think I could do this. He turned around and saw Mikasa and Eren look at him with the seriousness in their face. And he said, no, I could do this. And then he said, boom. He still doubted himself. After he like Eren and them told him, yo, go do your
But
shit.
that's still
He's
growth. He
no,
didn't just back down.
he's doubting himself from day one till now. What is he grown in?
He still grew. He still has doubts. He still has confidence issues. But I'm saying he still grew.
Where he
He's
grew
still
from if
struggling.
in season 3.
He's still struggling. He's still.
We talking about 1 to 3. Where he grew from if in season 3. Niggas is still telling him to come up with a
He's
plan.
coming up with his.
Commander Irwin is telling him, go in charge. Why me, Commander? Why me?
Because that's somebody who he's looking up to, who's a role model, who's literally leading.
Bro,
mad
come
niggas
up with
mad
the
niggas.
excuses,
And
my
he has. Listen, he said it himself. Those are some big ass shoes to fill. Like that's OD. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you have a
Nigga,
commander
and he already
telling
has confidence.
the fucking
issues.
That's
He's
not
like, damn.
confidence, bro.
What do you mean? But he
That's
still
not
stepped up. He
confidence.
still stepped up.
But
to
his
it.
point is, he stepped up from the first time when Eren transformed.
Thank
he stepped
you.
up then. That was like still the beginning of the show.
He never not
So he
stepped
always
up.
has been
but the
stepping
thing is,
up.
but the thing is, like, as from that to all where the commander everybody's now is fuck. You have commanders that who's looking at this nigga.
Yeah, but
even when
he's still
even when
not looking
Pixis,
at himself like
even when
that.
Pixis was like, "Yo, was you just talking out of your ass or like, what did you fucking mean what you said?" He was like, "To be honest, sir, kinda." But then looking at it logically, that's the only way to plug the fucking hole up. And
With
shit
that
like
proof of development.
Huh?
You talking about the people see something within Armin. Ain't nobody arguing that. He don't see it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but then
he came up with a plan. He came up with a plan.
I saw that he comes up with
no,
plans.
not an asset. No, that's not what I'm saying. He came up with a plan without doubting it. It was a very simple plan, so don't go crazy.
I swear, if you talk about like he threw some dust in somebody.
No. when they was in the tunnel, when she just transformed and she was punching through the shit and kicking through it, they was like, yo, damn, like what's gonna happen? And he said, I'm gonna go this way. Mika said, you go that way. One of us might die because it's gonna be one of us. And that happened, and then Aaron then transformed. He came up with that. He didn't die. Oh, I don't want you to die. I didn't.
Nah, you're not that honest.
That's valid. It's valid.
He not that honest.
That's a situation where niggas have to. It's a situation where these niggas was basically about to die. He said, yo, if we all stay here, this is what he said. He said, yo, if we all stay here, we're all dead. So fuck it. I'm gonna run this way. You gonna run that way. And Aaron was just in the middle.
To his point, that seemed like another situation of desperation. And since from the first time, he always comes through in those moments.
Nobody else had to tell him. He wasn't sitting like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? He was the one who was like, all right, boom, I'm gonna go. You go this way. And Aaron couldn't even transform. Then the nigga finally.
You really look at that as character development. What's so special?
What you mean? I'm saying he came up with a plan without doubting it, and that was putting him or his.
He's just told people to run opposite.
And also,
that's still a plan.
Out of the three of them, he was the one. Like, from what he was when everybody was getting fucking killed, and then Aaron was there with the 1 foot and shit. He just fucking gave up. He was completely fine.
That's his life.
But listen to what I'm saying. But then when other situations or events happen, you see that when perfect example, when the government was trying to decide what to do with Aaron, either kill him or whatever the case would be, and then fucking Mikasa was right there. She was scared. She wanted to fucking act. And Armin was like, yo, chill out, relax.
What are you talking about?
He never met Levi. But no. This is what I'm saying. You saw what he did. He didn't freak out like or bugged out. His friend is in jeopardy.
Not dead.
But exactly, Aaron wasn't dead when his leg
was chopped off.
But he wasn't dead, is what I'm saying. He froze. He didn't try to help the nigga. He just froze.
Yes, he did.
What did he do?
Nah,
when Aaron was on the other side,
when Aaron was in the Titan's mouth and all that stuff, he tried to run to pull him, but he didn't get there in time.
Wait, what?
When Aaron was in the Titan's mouth and he had him like this, and he threw Armin out. And Armin was like, oh, and then he fell on. Then when Aaron was reaching,
you're not getting what I'm saying.
You said he didn't try to help him.
No, he didn't.
He
was just crying, screaming.
He's saying after the Titan bit him,
his foot.
And
he's talking about his foot. He's talking about his foot. I'm not talking about. I'm saying when Aaron was in the Titan's mouth, and like when he pulled Armin out and threw him on the wall, shit. When he pulled Armin and saved him. When he was about to get crushed, before he got crushed, and he was doing, and Aaron was like this, like Armin said, and tried to like pull him, but he didn't get there in time.
Bro, I'm talking about before that. Aaron was not dead, and Armin, when everybody just got cut off or whatever, he didn't even try to help him. He just froze.
Cause he saw his friend.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't see him doing that. Because one event happened, the government's trying to make a decision on him. He, fucking, what's her name? When Levi was beating the shit out of fucking Aaron, Mikasa wanted to jump in and help him.
Yes, but
he was the one who was like, yo, relax.
Did he ever see Aaron or a close friend near death?
I can understand anybody freezing up in that situation.
That's what I said.
That's my point. He's not. You see him doing that shit again. Because when fucking.
Yes!
This is why. Perfect example. You saw we all acknowledge that Aaron did not die. The Titan didn't even went after him. Listen, no, he had his leg cut off.
Yes, I'm saying when he was out, he thought like, yo, he's near death.
No, he just froze. Everybody around him just died, and the nigga was like, yo, Aaron.
Okay, I see.
I'm not saying people can't freeze up like that, but I'm saying perfect example is when Reiner and them kidnapped Aaron again and dipped with him. Nobody didn't do shit, but fucking Mikasa was the one who was like, yo, what the fuck? Like they took him again and shit like that, but Armin was just there. He didn't bug out or froze up or anything. He's like, alright, boom, we rolling again, we gonna get these
niggas. What made him froze is because he thought his lifelong friend was like dead. When that abnormal Titan came and he jumped and then that dude went into the wall and all that stuff, they saw him die. But that was and Armin didn't freeze.
Everybody was in shock.
I'm saying Armin froze because of Aaron.
No, that's my point. I'm saying you don't see that happen because how many times fucking Aaron got caught? And Armin didn't do that shit. If fucking Aaron is just there and he's the one in the vicinity, you think he's fucking go, oh, you know what, Aaron? Titans on you. I'm about to go get whatchamacallit. You stay right there. No, he's not doing that shit.
I'm not talking about
I
what
mean,
I
that's also
think.
a different scenario.
Yo, like
Period. He's not doing that.
bro,
If I say he's doing
you
that
and
now.
Mark keep bringing up what ifs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what the fucking show actually showed.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He shows, he fights.
He hasn't developed. From what the show showed,
Yeah.
you can't bring up facts to tell me he developed. You keep bringing up, do you think, what if? I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about what the fuck I think. I'm talking about facts. Facts.
And the fact is, he
showed it.
physically got stronger.
That's not character
Raver,
development.
Raver.
The fact is,
If you're talking about that's character, you know, like literally every fucking body in an action
Hold up.
show got character development. That's what you're telling me.
I'm just saying that's a point.
No, it's not.
The second fact,
What's
fact
character?
is he does consider himself
What's
a value.
character?
Well, when we're speaking about
He
character
went from not
development, I
considering
think
himself a
you're
That's
talking
not
value or equal
physical.
to them
I
niggas
think
to
he's a
now
part of it.
consider
That's
consider
not
himself
ability.
a with name.
I consider
That
it
is
a part
character
of it.
development. He
What?
went from I am not in these niggas' vicinity to you know what? My smartness.
He's
Yeah,
never said
I'm an
that.
asset.
He's never
I'm
said
an
that.
asset.
He's never said that.
What?
He's never said that.
No, I'm saying
He's never
wait,
said that.
what? He never saw
He's
himself as
never
value.
said-
He never saw himself as a value.
did he
He
say- when did he
always
say
thought
I'm a
himself as a
value?
weak link.
When did he say I'm
Okay,
an asset?
answer this question. And from 1, 2, 3.
You didn't answer my question first. When did he say he's an asset?
What?
When did
It
Armin
showed
say I am an
He
asset?
doesn't have to. He doesn't have to say it.
When did
They
he show?
showed it
When did he show I am an asset?
with his fucking brilliant plan that he
No,
come
no,
up
no,
with.
no, no, no. I know he is an asset. We all know the characters and all that know he is an asset. That's not my question. When did Armin show I am an asset? It's similar to like when All Might told Deku, go out there and say,
Him joining the
I
Scouts.
am here.
Him joining the Scouts.
What are you talking about?
When he joined the Scouts and they asked
Yeah,
why
he
he
said
joined
he
the
wants-
Scouts,
He didn't do that for
said,
intelligence.
He said, I don't want, no, I know,
Wait,
but
time
I'm
out.
saying,
Yeah.
no, we're talking about him being a burden, right? We all know he's
you
not
said-
to that level.
the question was, when did he say I'm an asset?
Wait, what?
Not you. You talking about burden? You switching it. He said he's an asset. I said yes. We know that. When did Armin say or show I am an
He
asset?
doesn't have to say he's an
I
asset.
said when
But
did
even
Armin say
but-
or show?
The show has showed him being an asset. You see
That's
the
not what
value.
he's talking
That's
about.
not-
No. Listen to what he said. He said, when has the show, when have he said or shown he's an asset?
Yes,
When
him.
have he shown he's an asset?
Alright, you
Yeah.
misunderstand.
What?
Yeah, you're.
It's like we
People-
playing basketball and I'm like, yo, bro, you can score. Go buzz these niggas' ass. And then you being like, I can buzz these niggas' ass. Give me the ball. That's the difference. He's saying there's not a moment where you could look at Armin and he had a moment where he's like, you know what? I got this shit.
Yeah.
Let me.
So
Yeah,
why
but
would
when
they say
He never had the moment that he's talking about of like, yo, like, just straight up, I got this. It's always like a last ditch effort, no other option, and then he comes through. For y'all point, at least for me, I definitely, I feel like he's not exactly the same. I do feel like Armin growed in some way. Like I do feel like he's more brave. I do feel like he has a little bit more confidence. But to Trevor's point is like I cannot point to you and be like, this is a moment that showed how. But just looking at him and how he carries himself, I just feel like he grew a little bit.
Yeah, like I feel like he got a little growth. But if you're talking about factual,
he got character development, bro.
I know you
Tell
think
you what,
you
yo,
do.
nah, bro. I'm telling you, he definitely did. Nah, bro. I do. Armin, in the very beginning, as a kid, he's going through several wars, like, well, not wars, but like fights against the Titans and shit. And you don't see him just freezing and being
He's
scared.
not going against the Titans. He's never fought them.
He's in the war zone with them.
Yes,
Even like fighting.
When the female Titan pulled up, them niggas was dying behind him. He didn't was like, he was just like, oh shit.
Yes,
Niggas
but
kept
the
going,
only
and then-
time he's ever froze was because he thought his friend was about to die.
Season 1.
Uh-huh.
Every fucking body was scared. Other than Aaron. Aaron was still scared. But compared to everybody, they were novice.
And Mikasa.
Everybody was in and Mikasa, you're right. Everybody just throwing into that situation. They're like,
And
yeah,
Ryan-
we
and
scouts.
Ryan- and Ryan.
But when you saw them when in that instance,
And Annie.
And
them
Berto.
niggas,
And Berto.
Them niggas is not
you
human.
saw them,
They're not. They're all aliens.
including Armin. You saw them. Armin froze up, scared to fucking death. Niggas like, yo, what the fuck? Nigga was questioning everything. When they got that experience, like he was saying with the field, everybody fucking changed because they been there, done that. When them new recruits was coming on, them niggas was like, yeah, these niggas don't know what the fuck we went through. They about to learn.
What you talking about? You talking about they was training?
Remember,
No,
they start
post-training.
getting new here,
Like after they fight
especially in
multiple
season
titans.
3 when the new recruits was coming. When the new recruits
came
was coming in, and they were like, we the scouts and shit, and everybody was like, well, we like that, cause they were like, these niggas don't know. They don't. And then when the recruits was watching these niggas work.
never like that though.
No, but check this out. When the recruits was watching them work, because they were put in the situation with the Titans and shit, the niggas like, how the fuck are they doing this shit like it's nothing? Why the hell are they like acting like it's nothing? I don't see no scare on these niggas' face like that. They're the one who was shitting them pants. But Armin, everybody was like, alright, yeah. Boom, boom. You can't say they're the same.
The first time how they was masked, like when they was first in action, how shook they was, to now being in the field with them Titans flying around and doing shit like he's not scared of them.
The only time y'all have where Armin was shook, like to the point he didn't do shit, was when he thought Eren was dead.
But then he also.
I would agree with them because like it was
niggas still
kind of
dying.
obvious. Obviously, at this point, at some point they all would get numb to like seeing people die and stuff like that. So
yeah, because they
would
went through it.
change
So that's what y'all talking about his character, but he's numb to seeing people dead?
No, we're talking about you see I'm talking about you see the chick. You saying he would have been the same dude with that froze up and shit and not trying to think and shit like that. No.
You can say that for literally every character. If that's the like you're not wrong, but if that's the case, you can't say no character has no character development. Obviously, any character that go from one arc in a battle shonen, that go to one arc, fight the enemy, survived, go to the next arc, he grew. He grew from that experience. Some way, shape, or form, he got more experience. He learned something new. Like just regularly, he grew. You can say that for all characters.
I mean, that's one.
I'll give that to you.
That's one of the points. The other stuff we brought up.
I'm just putting that out there. Like that's that could go for literally.
Almost all action shows, animes, and all that. You could really count that for like most characters. You're not telling me there's one character like throughout every mission they go on, they've been the 100 exact same mindset, everything as first mission. I'm talking about how we regularly talk about character development. Like, oh, Naruto, like. He don't rush in a battle and he actually strategize, think, and all that stuff. Like, he's calm and all that stuff. We all see that difference. And all like, that's stuff I'm talking about. Eren is probably to season 4 and all that. But you can't count. Oh, yeah, if Armin see Mika say he gonna help her. Oh, wow.
That's development.
Wow. That's what y'all talking about?
It's like, if you two are telling me you do not believe he knows that his strong suit is his smarts.
That's a difference. If you saying, because if I'm looking at myself, I'm like, my best asset of myself is like my humor. It's like, alright, but that don't mean I think, yo, I'm funny. I'm that guy when it comes to comedy. It don't mean that.
But do you think? Wait, what?
But he never.
It's like, alright, look at it like, alright, look at fighting. We gonna use fighting. If I'm like the best asset I have. For me, with my skills, my best asset would be fighting. But that don't mean, like, if I go in the ring with Kareem, you, Dylan, whoever, I'm going to be like, I could fight, I'm gonna give you a good-ass fight. That don't mean that. It could mean, just out of everything I have of my intelligence, for me, within me, my intelligence, my fighting would be my highest.
But then he's using it.
You see how Commander Irving is just always mad calm. He already knows.
He does think he's an asset. What is wrong with you?
When?
What do you mean?
When did he himself think
I don't think he has to say it. You see it. You see
He don't have to say it, but the show can give you a moment where this nigga's like, yo, this is my value or some shit.
What the fuck? Because they literally showed it.
What
multiple times with his strategic planning and shit.
So you said
even with the Annie shit, when him, Bertolt, and what's his name, he then was like, yo, she babe, we can't do this shit. He came up, Bertolt wasn't the name. Even what's his name was like, yo.
But my whole thing.
Gene was like, yo. I never saw you. I thought you was just Aaron's lackey or some shit like that. Like, it used to creep me out. But you that ass is you that nigga.
Yes,
but to Trevor's point, like he was always like that from the first time when saving Eren and them. He's always when shit get real, he always comes up with something.
Yes, he always done that.
You understand what I'm saying?
From the first mission.
Hold on, what is it?
You saw for the first mission.
But the thing is, from the first mission, I think he already changed from that.
Because when Aaron told him,
you have
like,
to
yo,
look at
bro,
before.
you used to saw himself like doubtful, no, like,
Yeah.
like you
No,
just saw him as
huh?
valuable. You used to be like, yo,
Before
I'm
Annie,
whatever.
before Annie,
I'm not that nigga like, yo, y'all gotta
I can
protect
see
me, shit
Annie.
like that.
The first,
When Aaron
Yeah.
told him and he
He's
stepped
sick,
up, he was
man.
like, I always thought, in my mind, he was like, I thought you guys saw me as fucking with name. Then he was like, but now it's like, you know what? I'm stepping up. He was like, yo, that's when he gave the speech and shit. Then he looked back at these niggas' face. He's like, I can't give up now, whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm doing my shit. That's what I'm saying. Like from then going forward, that's when he started showing his real name. And plus,
I got another one.
when he figured out the
I
whole
thought you was about to
Andy
take
shit,
that off.
it wasn't like niggas was like doubting him. He was coming up with like he was looking at the evidence and she was like, yo, it's Annie, whatever. But he didn't have a strong core evidence about it. That's when Aaron was like, yo, you're bugging. No, it can't be. It can't be them.
But
That was him taking. Nobody have a pressure like,
But
yo,
that
nigga,
was-
who's fucking the female Titan? Tell me right now who's the
But-
female Titan. No, he was putting pieces together. He was like, boom, boom, boom. He was like, yo, this is. He was telling them like what he thought in his mind was.
Then when he
brought-
came- then when he came
brought
up-
it. Hold on. Oh fuck! Why does
When he came
Oh,
up with
bro.
it, he was like, I don't think
No,
it can
no.
work though.
But hold on. Did anybody told him to figure out this shit? Did anybody tell him, yo, Aaron, figure that shit? Who's fucking female Titan? What he did? He brought it to the attention to them. He brought it to the attention, like, yo, look at this, whatever the case will be. I don't know if it's true, whatever, but like, you know, based on what this and that, I'm leaning towards, but we don't know for
That's
sure.
what intelligent people.
His mentality, his
Nah,
mentality.
He never did that before.
I'd agree with them that that showed a little bit of confidence.
Because that didn't,
Of actually
he never did,
coming-
like you were saying
No, it
before.
did before they knew it was Aaron and all that, and they saw his Titan fighting people. He brought it to everybody's attention, like, yo, I don't think he's worried about us. Like, I think he's just a Titan that's abnormal that's fighting the Titans. He came up with the plan to do something to lure Aaron over there and all that stuff so he could fight the Titans and save the people that was in that building. He did that. Like, that was the first mission. He came up, ain't nobody told him to do that. He said, yo,
That's what I'm saying.
but what? Come on, he's always been doing that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You said from the from the time that Mikasa and them told them, Armin, go do this. That's when he showed development. But I just gave a point where he did the same shit you talking about, bring something to their attention before that event.
His mentality shifted. You have Armin who's like, I don't want to kill nobody.
When did he say
Humanity.
that? When did he say
I
that?
mean, he's not the type. He didn't want to
When
kill
did he say
nobody.
that? When did he say that? When did he say that, bro?
Get me tight, bro. That's not him, bro. We know that wasn't him.
When did he
We
say
know that
that?
wasn't him.
No, I know he's not that type, but when did he say that?
I'm saying we know his character. Like, yo, he's not like that.
Yo, what?
Like this nigga talking
Yo,
about
what the-
fishes and big oceans and
He's
so-
still talking
Yeah,
about
think
that.
about
the
nigga.
military,
Yes,
bro.
but look how it shifted.
How did shit?
When Annie pulled up and all them niggas was violent, what did he say? He started singing. He's like, yo, like we gotta fight them like animals. We gotta be like them to beat these niggas. We gotta be like these monsters
Didn't he?
and
didn't
lose
he
your
say,
humanity.
Didn't he say for Aaron to do that?
No, he was speaking. He was saying that in general. He
Who
said
he told that to?
He said that to Aaron, and he said that shit to somebody else.
Yeah, I said he told Aaron that.
No, he said that
Yeah,
to
but
two
he meant it
people.
to
But I'm
himself
saying he
too, 'cause
started
he knows,
believing
yeah,
that,
he
like,
knows
yo,
that
you gotta, in order to beat them, you have to now lose your humanity.
He's
he's
telling
basi-
him to do that.
No, but but
No,
the
I
way
mean,
you're
you
putting
see
it, it's like you're saying that, yo,
Like,
he
you only
doesn't
say-
believe that, but Aaron,
No, that's
You
No, I'm
lose
not
every-
saying,
no,
I'm
no.
not saying he doesn't believe it. I'm saying that it's like me looking at you like the fighter and all that, and I'm like, yo, Dylan, in order for you to beat Mark and Kareem, you have to become the monster. You have to become like them to beat them. That don't mean my mentality changed. Like, I'm gonna become the
No,
monster.
he
does.
did.
Yes, it does. Because
When did he become the monster?
What do you mean? No, he was saying his beliefs in
Was he the one
defeating the
that-
Titans, and he shot someone. Yeah, he killed
No,
someone.
And what happened when he shot that person?
I mean, he's in shock, but I'm saying,
Bro!
but,
Just
but,
killed the youth.
but I'm saying his
No,
mind.
but I'm saying if he went into that mentality of I gotta become the monster, I'm thinking of some Rick Grimes shit like we are the Walking Dead. Like you saw Rick change, like he was
But he didn't only say that to Aaron. He said it to
no,
somebody
I know,
else.
but whoever else he said it to, I'm saying you saying his mentality.
Yes, that is his mentality.
because back
What
What?
then-
showed that?
you know why?
Because he's the one
when he-
saying it. What you mean?
When
You
did
know-
he ever say we can never kill these Titans?
No, what?
No. But he's saying
I'm
like,
saying you see the shift afterwards when he
Yeah.
starts saying, "Yo, to
No, I
beat them,
didn't,
you gotta."
I didn't
because check
see
this
the
out.
shit.
Like what
So
you
why
were
would he
saying.
say that?
Perfect example.
Why-
To motivate Aaron.
No, he was
Nigga,
saying that
that's
shit to
not just for
Aaron.
Aaron, bro. That's for
What-
everybody
what was
there.
the
He
scene you said
realized
to?
that, yo,
What scene do you remember
that's
him saying that to?
realization.
What was the scene? Because I think the scene you're talking about was when Aaron was stuck on the stick, and he was telling Aaron, "What are you doing? We gotta go see the sea. You gotta get up. You gotta beat them and all that." He was telling that to Aaron so he could get the hell up and fight.
I remember with that scene, Aaron had a flashback of Armin telling him that because that nigga was still stuck, and then Armin
No,
dipped,
he was
and
dreaming.
then Aaron was like, and then he came out.
Yeah, he was
Oh
dreaming.
yeah, because
yes.
deep down, he
I know
didn't wanna.
exactly. I know
didn't wanna-
exactly what he's
I think he
talking
didn't want
about.
to defeat take down
Annie,
Annie.
right when he was stuck under
He
the
was
shit.
on the stick and he was out and
Yeah.
he was like dreaming and all that stuff because he's bleeding out and all that. And Armin was like, Aaron, we gotta go see the sea and all that. In order for you to win, you gotta become the monster. You gotta do that. He was trying to get him up. If you change your mentality from what you talking about to we have to become the monster. If I now and you said you have to lose your humanity.
Yeah.
If his mentality changed, why was he like that after he shot somebody? And
He came out Titans.
okay,
that's
so
the
now
dilemma.
you saying Titans now. Okay, so why didn't he never fuck up a Titan?
I honestly don't know.
Thank you. Like, come on, bro.
I don't
You
know.
know,
He
come
never
on.
fucked up a Titan.
Like,
He
why did he
never
never?
killed-
Like,
he
why he
never
never
killed a
went to
Titan.
the? Or at least tried. He never said. He never did that.
That would be crazy. The fuck is?
He just said lose your humanity.
But I'm saying that he's not on that same level with other niggas.
so you don't.
He's
have
just
to-
gonna run in and be like, yeah, niggas gonna.
No, you don't
I
have
mean,
to do
he
that.
could
You just
use-
said he had training.
He could use OD.
He
No,
knows.
I'm talking about like
Well,
with the
yeah, I'm
Annie
talking
shit
about-
like that, like niggas
I'm
like
not
that.
talking about Annie. I said a Titan. I didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
but I can't remember they showing him fighting the regular Titan.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
He's always been like
I'm saying
in the
if-
scenes
if
of.
his
Yeah, like
mentality-
somehow he never.
Yeah, he's never
was in
getting out
position
mixed.
to kill a
Yeah,
Titan.
No, he was in positions. He definitely was.
Not-
But he just that.
I mean,
He fought. Yes, he was.
Which one? Don't say Annie. You can't either.
I'm talking about the regular.
Regular time.
Regular
Which
Titans.
which
nigga.
situations where he was? I need to kill this.
Because
person.
in season 1,
Not I need to of like just have a position that go kill it. Like
Yeah, when?
was it season 3 the first time Eren actually humanly killed a Titan and it was mad hype? He was like, yes, I finally killed one.
yeah.
Humanly.
As a human with the ODM.
Yeah,
beard.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
His
finally
first
like,
kill.
yes, I got my first kill. He was mad hype. Like to this day, Armin is like, of all the
And
missions,
plus-
you trying to
Oh,
tell
no,
me
that was
now
before
one
the season.
Titan ever came around with this thing? Like, alright, let me go get him one kill real quick.
I mean, Colossal.
I'm talking about there's a
He-
even that nigga went to Eren like, yo, I got a plan for how we could beat this
That's
nigga.
how
Wait,
he
did he
fights.
kill the colossal Titan? I mean, he ran up on him though. But I don't know. Did he
He
kill
ran up
him?
on him.
He did though. He did that dumb
He didn't
moment.
kill Colossal.
He's like, bitch.
Aaron did that.
I didn't
Well,
remember
he
all that
technically
shit.
did kill the Colossal because he ate him.
Oh.
Like,
Technically.
he didn't bug out. He didn't be like, I ain't the fucking human.
Nigga was
That nigga
knocked
was like-
out.
That
He
nigga
was
like,
knocked
Nah,
out.
bro, that nigga.
That nigga was like,
He
no,
was
I'm talking
He
about
lost
he
his
came through.
humanity.
And he
Literally.
came through.
When he became a Titan. I'm that out. I'm that
I
out.
mean,
That's some
yeah.
writing
Yeah.
philosophical.
Exactly.
And then in season 4,
And technically,
Oh,
no,
we're
he
not
all that
talking
changes,
and
bro.
technically, no, he
All that
didn't
changes.
because
Alright.
if he lost his humanity, he wouldn't have said, "Why did you save me instead of Commander Irwin?" Losing your humanity means you're like in a different state. You wouldn't be thinking.
No,
about
I
Aaron.
disagree with that. Armin from the very beginning, episode 1 of Attack on Titan, is not the same Armin today. His confidence
Season
grew.
3.
His
Yeah, first 3 seasons.
yeah. His confidence grew. His physical skill grew, and he's an asset
Yeah, we know
to the
that.
team.
Does he?
Him being an asset wasn't part
He
of
sees
it, but-
himself as an asset. He sees himself. Oh, I'm saying it with my chest. He sees himself as an asset.
You know he
He
sees
just
it
has
with your chest.
he
That's
just
what
has
the manual
confidence
said.
issues. He just has confidence.
That's what the
issues.
manual said. You know you're saying it with your chest, but your argument is guided by your
No,
feelings.
it's not. It's no. From what we see, from what we see. So for me,
there's no way that nigga don't see
for
that.
me, he definitely got character development. It just wasn't major.
You said definitely.
Yes, but it just wasn't major.
If he do, that's the slightest character development that he had.
He definitely changed. He definitely not to like, especially like from when we first met them as a kid to when they first joined, and then they had the time skip.
Yeah, he did. I disagree.
Yeah,
like,
like,
he's
he
used
clearly,
to death.
Yeah, he clearly grew and like matured.
No, you still. I want him to finish.
Yeah, he clearly grew and matured. But to his point of like, there's
I don't
no.
care about his point.
Hold on.
Right.
Yes. That's a part of what I'm saying.
Okay.
There is no permanent change of like he does something completely different. It's like for him, it's like always a back and forth of like even if he does show a moment of confidence, he then goes back on being timid later. But overall, yes, I do think he grew.
So you believe that he got character development? You don't
Yes.
say that. Okay.
Yes.
We converted him. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Not much.
Yo, Fred, we gotta always call his confirmed, cause this nigga be like, yeah, and then he's like, what? That's what you said, bro. Anyway, you confirmed.
Never happened, but yes, because I did see him change just so slightly, and the obvious.
I swear,
thing,
bro.
I don't like it.
I see it.
Alright.
He has some character development. Give your goddamn.
Yes! Yes! He had character development. I'm not saying it's on the level of all these different other niggas that we have, but he has character. You see the change in his character from what we knew this nigga was, what the show presented this nigga was at, for him joining the military because, or the scouts, the hardest fucking branch of the damn military. Yes. Yes. You fucking changed. I agree with everything this nigga said over there too. But I agree with some of the shit you said too. I'm not gonna reiterate, but basically, whatever they said, I agree. And I do believe he viewed himself as an asset based on what the show portrayed and showed of him. If you asking me, a moment where he said it, I cannot remember. I cannot remember. I'll look it up, but I cannot remember. But yeah, he definitely got character development.
Go ahead, Trevor.
I believe that he did not have character development.
Yo!
But I feel that he did have character development.
Your feelings?
I did feel that. But because based on that logic, everyone in Attack on Titan, everyone in most action shows have had character development because they have had some experience from their previous mission or events that they went through and all that. But if we talking about character development like we seen in like not characters like Naruto or Eren himself in season 4, but we just talking about the first 1 to 3 for this topic. But it's like, okay, yeah, I see something that he definitely wouldn't do, and you have like actual facts to show like, okay, he's doing something different in his character than what he did in the beginning. Yeah, but for Armin, like what Kareem said, he would show like maybe a little moment of okay, and then he would just go back to doubting himself, and it's like that overshadows whatever little thing he showed to show he's not timid. So yeah, I still think he's too hard on himself, and that he needs to have a moment where he's like, yo, I'm an asset, my intelligence, I got this and all that. Then I'll be like, let's get it. But for right now, from 1 to 3, no, I didn't see all of season 4 yet, so that's why. So yeah, no, he did not. But I feel he did. I feel he did. Go ahead.
Nah. I know a part of y'all argument is because of like how the show portrayed him. Not him himself changing, but just because he went from he seemed like the weak link, and then he showed how important he is.
Yeah.
And he believed it too. He believed he was
Not
a
a
weak
weak
link.
link.
He was never a weak link.
Yeah. I know that you gon' say 'cause you need something real, for real.